Now today we're going to talk about the second teaching. And the second teaching is actually a topic that we've talked about before. It has to do with building your healing team. And I'll talk a little bit about how I did that in relationship to this story. But let me read you the teaching first. To bring forth a fragment of your soul or personality when you are ill-equipped to respond to the pain is to re-wound the wounded all over again. You cannot heal yourself if there is no healer within you to respond to the unmet needs. So the healer within you does two things. The healer within you not only can respond in a loving voice, but also can summon your own healing team so that you work with that. Excuse me. So you begin to work with the angels. You begin to work with animal totems. You begin to work with your guardians. You begin to believe that those on the other side, the relatives that you've loved, the friends that you've lost, that there can be a connection. I really found that out during the process of walking my mom through that process. And what it was that connected us was the love that we felt in our hearts and the love that we sustained. And that was true for my pet as well. Some of you have read that story, so you can relate to that. With respect to multidimensional healing, you really want this intact. You want to bring on board all of the aspects of your healing team and all the aspects of your support system. This is a time in your healing that it would do you wisely to get a practitioner that can walk you through this process. So for today, we're going to do an EFT sequence that invites all of the aspects within you to join on this parade of healing and to bring in those that they need to have healed. Now let me say one more thing. When I went on the road in 1993, I sold everything, bought an RV, and I went on the road for a year to offer my workshops. Before I did that, I sat down and I called what I would now refer to as a family meeting within. And I met with all my inner children and all the aspects of myself. And I let them know what was up. And I said, this is what we're going to be doing. We're giving up an address of 15 years, a phone number of 10 years. We're going to be out on the road by ourselves. But I am going to create a healing team for you. I am going to establish with you a protector that will keep you safe. And we went through, and each of the inner children got an angel and they got an animal totem. And I made a collage that held that. And whenever I was out on the road and I felt isolated or alone, I would pull that out and I would do my inner work. This is inviting you to do the same. So I invite you to participate in the EFT sequence. Even though I sometimes have a difficult time connecting with those in the unseen. And I'm not always sure that I can trust the support system that I've gathered as well. But even though this is the case, I choose now to begin to focus on building these connections so that I can proceed with this healing and keep all of the selves within me safe. So even though I may have some subconscious resistance to change, those cherished saboteurs who want to hold on to the old, I'm willing to do my work. I'm willing to orchestrate a healing that will be of service to all of those who have been healed. I am now ready to bring forth the aspects of me who have been healed and who are in a state of healing. Those who have experienced a healing can contribute now. They can be part of the mandala of healers. I do have healers within me. I am willing to respond to those voices and aspects of me who are still wounded with compassion and care. And I am willing to develop a support system in the physical world as well as in the world of the unseen. I want to proceed with safety. I want to proceed at a pace that is conducive to the overall healing of every part within me. Every experience I've ever had can be healed in this mandala and protective shield of the healing team that I create, the support system that I establish. I bring in the animal totems that speak to the different parts of self. I summons the angels and my guardians and the relatives and friends who offer a hand, both in the real world, in the physical world, and in the world of the unseen. I establish my own safety. I go at my own pace. I know how to respond. And if I need help, I pull from another aspect of my healing team or the support system that I have created. I am not alone. I do not have to do this alone. I have the right to remain safe. I have the right to go at such a pace that I am not putting any aspect of me at risk, because I revere the pace of my wounded ones. We can all heal and bring this healing to completion. And I choose to do so now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's more information about this on the blog, but you get the idea. You want to create a healing team that you resonate with and a support system in the physical world that you can trust. Until tomorrow.